Which brings us to the idea of people making their own clouds and always trying to push those categories in new ways. So I'm going to try and just show a quick clip. And I don't know if the sound will work. Let's try it.
It's a formula made basically of helium and soap. The machine is basically a snow machine that they use in Hollywood movies that's been modified a bit to quite a certain extent. I think the location's a key part of the piece as well. I mean, being right.
So this is an artist.
It's such a strong symbol of sort of the cultural industries in London. It's only been there 10 years, and I think it's important to remember that art and culture can play a bigger part, especially, you know, with weight.
So that's an artist called Stuart Semple, who did that project for the Tate in 2006. Really, there's all kinds of ways that people make their own clouds. Tibor Kalman designed this umbrella where you can take your clouds around with you. Gerwald Rockenschau created this facade for the Berlin Temporary Kunsthalle. And clouds are just this omnipresent icon in our culture also. Some of you might know the Cory Archangel piece, Super Mario Clouds, where he removed everything from Super Mario Brothers except for the clouds, and you really see the clouds as just this kind of stand-in for a natural landscape, and again, really as an icon. Or maybe as a remembrance of the natural world in an urban setting. We literally make our own clouds all the time, whether we, intend to or not. These are shots from here, where Heidi and I are right now. And we already saw Stuart Semple's cloud. These clouds were created every day at noon over the Metropolitan Museum of Art's rooftop, a black cloud explosion. This is a photograph of Vic Muniz's series of skywriting cloud drawings from 2001. This is a piece by Joe English, I think also from last year, in which Ron English, sorry. He wrote Cloud 5 times in what he claimed he wanted to be a mildly conceptual piece in which the word clouds would diffuse and become real clouds. But actually, this is a commercial process called sky typing that anyone can buy as a product. It utilizes 5 airplanes that fly abreast 250 feet apart, and they type up to 30 character messages in this dot matrix-like pattern. And the way you can approach making your own clouds is to create this amorphous mass. Diller and Scofidio made a blur building for the 2002 Swiss exposition, which used pretty advanced technology to regulate nozzles which pumped water vapor into the sky, and they were actually responding. They were computers making weather predictions and they would adjust the spray of the blur building accordingly to compensate for wind. And I did read that at times the building appeared to blow away. But what they did inside the blur building. But what they did isn't new at all. A lot of people kind of take this approach. This is Fujiko Nakaya's fog sculpture from the Singapore Biennial. And this is a cloud car by our collaborators, Andrea Poli and Chuck Varga, who were until recently based in Long Island City. Also, a car that's enshrouded in cloud. And then at the Shanghai World Expo, there is a Meteor World Pavilion, which is completely devoted to the wonders of meteorology, and the roof of the building is a roof. So, just to give you a sense of some of the really recent ways that people have been producing their own clouds and using using the meanings of clouds in our culture. So this is sort of an ongoing area that we're interested in as kind of a body of research, and we really basically want to present it as sort of a work in progress research talk. Just some ideas and some images that we may be looking at in the context of the history of cloud taxonomy. And just to maybe give a little bit more context, we wanted to quickly report on what we did today, which is building a giant water barometer in Flux Factory, the building where our weather station is on the roof. So basically, there's a hose that runs from this yellow cistern up to the roof of the building, about 35 feet tall, and you can measure the atmospheric pressure by the rising and falling of the column of green water. And it's an analog technology. Again, like the very first barometers were made this way. It doesn't work that well, but it's another area of atmospheric research that we are pursuing. And that's sort of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a nice night, everybody.